Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and welcome to Radio Azad. This is Sylvie, and today I have the pleasure of welcoming two wonderful ladies on air. And we have Sophia Michelle Ansari and Dr. Humaira Azim, both board members from AAMAAL. Thank you for being here, and Ramadan Mubarak to both of you. So, Michelle, would you be able to tell us a little bit about your role with the organization, please?
Assalamu alaikum, Sylvie, and Ramadan Mubarak. Thank you for having us here. I'm Sophia Michelle Ansari, a Canadian licensed lawyer, and I'm a board member of AAMAAL Muslim Women for Empowerment since early 2020. And I have with me here also my fellow board member, who I'm pleased to introduce, Dr. Humaira Azim.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Nice meeting you, Sylvie. Ramadan Mubarak to you and your listeners. My name is Humaira Azim. I am a dentist by profession. I have been volunteering for AAMAAL for a while now, and recently, last year, joined them as a board member. Thank you for this opportunity to talk to you guys here.
Well, thank you for sharing with our listeners some of the wonderful things that AAMAAL does. And if you could tell us a little bit about the mission of the organization, Michelle.
Sure, Sylvie. So the core mission statement is empathy plus education equals empowerment. And the goal is to empower all persons, all communities in need to give a hand up to the underprivileged without discrimination through community service partnerships and through providing access to education by investing in scholarships and endowments at local colleges and universities throughout the state of Texas.
That's wonderful. And so you said it was founded in 2020. How did that come about?
So this is the brainchild. AAMAAL Muslim Women for Empowerment is the brainchild of Dr. Talat Kheshgi. And she basically had this vision. We were at that time in the middle of the COVID, the pandemic, and it was Ramadan 2020. And it was her vision to bring like-minded Muslim women from the DFW Metroplex together to address the growing community needs. So she saw a gap there that really had to be filled. And she was, she wanted women who were concerned about the greater community at large as well, not just the Muslim community, but the greater community.
I have to really say that is such a huge thing. A lot of us talk about what we see and we have concerns, but actually to take that step forward and make it happen. And I've been seeing AAMAAL grow more as a, watching it, and it's just been incredible. So Dr. Humaira, could you please share some of the community service initiatives that AAMAAL does?
Sure, Sylvie. There are some wonderful projects that AAMAAL takes part in, and then few of the ones which I can tell you about is, especially in the month of Ramadan, they have this wonderful iftar initiative that they do at Masjid-e-Islam. And this year we are doing like 4 iftars. We sponsor iftars there, and it's such an amazing experience. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I have volunteered with them before. So I can tell from my own experience that it is a very humbling experience to break fast with our brothers and sisters in the South Dallas area.
Mhm.
So iftar is one of the projects, and then we basically collect gift cards for the refugee families, and that is also during Ramadan. We try to give these $100 gift cards to the families so they can buy whatever they need. It could be groceries, clothes, and we try to distribute them before Ramadan again. And then there's another project which is very close to my heart. And again, when I volunteered with them, that was the first time I found out about this organization. It's called Children's Advocacy of Collin County. So AAMAAL is a guardian angel for CAC. And every year, what they do is basically, apart from donating money, they also help them out with back to school event where we collect backpacks, we donate shoes, and we not only give in kind and money, we are volunteering at the event, and we try to distribute it by ourselves. So these are the few of the projects. There is, again, donation to North Texas Bank, which we have done in the past. We have done Ronald McDonald House. We have served, meals there for the families who are, the children are ill. So it's an amazing organization, that what I can tell you about, that they do a lot of community, social welfare projects.
In a very much needed areas.
Definitely underserved areas, yes.
Areas. Yeah. So Michelle, you mentioned educational initiatives. What are some educational projects that AAMAAL takes part in?
So alhamdulillah, thanks to big-hearted donors, reminding our listeners that we are 100% donation-based and volunteer-based. AAMAAL has in 5 short years been able to maintain and establish and maintain endowments at UNT in mental health and counseling, Dell Medical School at University of Texas, Austin, A&M Medical School. AAMAAL has also been able to establish scholarships through, for example, the Dallas College in both nursing and STEM, IT, as well as we have just now recently started law scholarships for law students at A&M Law. We also have legacy funds, as they're called, interest-free loans. We've partnered with A Continuous Charity for those. And another exciting program is also, we're helping A Continuous Charity with having established 10 scholarships there in the areas of, it's basically called the AAMAAL Civic Scholar Program. And those are scholarships set up for students pursuing careers and education in law, poli-sci, journalism, public policy, with a focus on working on the Hill in DC. And it's ever growing. In the past, we've also worked with the Texas Medical Association. We set up scholarships with them. Those were quite substantial. So it's just ever growing, alhamdulillah, thanks to
MashaAllah, that is quite an achievement. And
if I can say, Sylvie, that's we have about 13 endowed scholarships throughout the state of Texas now that we've issued, and about 35 scholarships to date. Yeah.
That is significant, and that is something to really celebrate. Giving that opportunity to go to school to improve the lives.
Exactly.
For people who do not have the opportunity, that is.
It's the powerhouse. It's the, even Islam teaches us that, the Quran speaks to it, but education is the powerhouse, and it's the means to breaking that cycle of poverty for families, for generations to come, and this is, the endowments are a source of sadaqah jariyah because they keep on giving in perpetuity the way they're established. So, just for your listeners, I'm sure they may already know, but the way the endowments work, the donated funds are invested by the universities in such a way that the funds keep growing, and they basically yield dividends. And then the dividends are what produce the ongoing scholarships, which far outlast.
Perpetual scholarship.
They'll outlive us. So that's the legacy right there that's established.
Alhamdulillah, that is incredible. And so all of these projects, the community service and the educational initiatives, where are they located? as you mentioned, you mentioned several universities, Michelle, Humeraji, you were talking about the masjid, the Ramzan, Iftar initiative as well. So, Dr. Humera, if you could tell us a little bit about who exactly are your recipients of these initiatives and where geographically, where are they located?
So as our Amal's mission, states that we try to serve, there is no discrimination of who we serve. So our demographic is underserved areas. So irrespective of race, religion, or gender, whoever is in need of help, we try to go and help them out. Youth, of course, through education, and then, of course, through our social service area, service projects, we try to help those who are the most vulnerable in our community. The gift cards were going to refugees, the iftars were done in South Dallas areas, and as you can see through the children advocacy, the vulnerable youth. So we try to, make sure that everyone who is in need takes advantage of this project, whatever we are trying, what little we are trying to do, help out.
Every little bit helps. So, what is your appeal to listeners today for Ramadan?
So we are blessed to be, experience one more Alhamdulillah Ramadan, and what better time than Ramadan, this blessed month, to do something for those who are in need. So I would just highly encourage your listeners that donating to Amal is one of the best way to help the vulnerable. And then we can also, just not donating, if you can, volunteer for Amal, if you can become a member for Amal, like it's $50 per month or $600 per year membership. Everything, no matter how big or small you give to Amal, everything goes towards helping out the needy people. So again, with my own experience, I have seen that they do one of the best they can, like, whatever projects are there, they do their best to help out the needy people.
So, Michelle, how do people donate and what is the need? So, if you could just tell us a little bit about that, please.
Sure. Yeah. Sylvia, I just wanted to add one more achievement, though, for Amal. It's a very new one, and we're very excited and proud about it. Again, thanks to the generous donations of all our donors and our members. New this year, Amal is now offering direct scholarships. Students can now apply on the Amal website. We have the application present there, and it's for deserving students who are pursuing medicine, dentistry, law, public policy, media, and journalism. The deadline for application is March 31st. So instead of going through universities like post-secondary institutions, they can come directly to us, to Amal.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, so as I said, the deadline is March 31st, and the selection process will be in June. So this is something we're very excited about. That, and also in addition to our newly established scholarships for law students at Texas A&M Law.
That's wonderful. That's what you guys are doing you're doing such a wonderful job in your organization. So, if you could tell us a little bit about how to donate and what are some different ways that people can help. You had
Sure.
mentioned,
So
Dr. Humera, you mentioned volunteering. And I've been on the website, of course, you can donate, but if you could tell us a little bit about that. And this is
sure.
Zakat eligible.
It is
And
zakat eligible and sadaqah eligible as well. And if people could visit the Amal website, which is AAMAALUSA.org, they can click on donate and they'll see the pull down menu. They can stipulate whether they'd like their monies to go toward membership, as Humera mentioned, or whether they'd like it to go toward a food initiatives or education projects. They can also specify there whether they'd like it zakat or sadaqah designated. So that, and they can pay by credit card on there, by PayPal, by debit card. And if they would like to mail in a check, we can provide the postal address, the mailing address too. They can email us and we can give them, or maybe we could provide the email address to you as well, Sylvie, and you could provide that to your listeners.
Yes, and on our Radio Azad webpage, we also have direct links to AAMAAL, and that's also an easy way to, just go to our website as well, or just go directly to amaalusa.org. Dr. O'Mara, you had, if you could tell us a little bit about the membership. What exactly is that?
Again, it's a very minimal, amount that basically is $50 per month or $600 per year. And that basically gives a surety that, whatever you are giving, we have hardly any overhead. Again, we all volunteer for AAMAAL. So that's an important thing to understand, that whatever you give almost everything goes towards helping out the needy people.
That's wonderful. Again, amazing organization and work and you're doing. And as you said, everyone's a volunteer. So thank you for everything you're doing to help the underprivileged and all these amazing projects, educational initiatives, community service projects. So I will say thank you for everything you do, and may Allah bless both of you and AAMAAL as well. I wanted to thank you for your time and being here with us on Radio Azad and sharing some of the wonderful work that is being done.
Thank you for the opportunity, Sylvie. It was wonderful.
Thank you. And thank you for partnering and bettering and ameliorating the name and reputation of Muslim women. We're all here to just, empower Muslim women, inshallah, ultimately. Thank you to you, Sylvie, and the Radio Azad team for all that you do for building stronger community.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be partners. Thank you again.
Thank you.